A lot of people taking the day off, and that's a good thing because many of the state's roads, as we just heard, are very dangerous. News 8's Ken Pierce is live out in our mobile weather lab driving around New Haven to give us a driver's perspective on how things are out there.
From my perspective, not enough people took the day off because the streets of New Haven, they still seem pretty crowded. Let's take a look out at George Street right now, and I'm not talking about crowded necessarily with so many cars because you're not seeing that many cars. I'm talking about crowded, for one thing, by all the people who have to walk in the street because the sidewalks aren't cleared. And for another thing, like you see coming up there on the left, that is a huge mound of snow making every street in New Haven narrower. How far away?
New York.
Are you kidding? You're trying to get to New York?
Yeah, for paint the house, you know.
But instead of painting houses in New York, Sylvester is stuck on a street in New Haven. We'll get back to him in a minute. The first business day after the big storm meant lots of trouble, starting with just getting the car out of the driveway.
And we had to force, all the family was working hard to have one car out.
Glenn spent the weekend shoveling his driveway, but he's still not driving. You're not even trying to get a car out of here.
We're not even attempted because after seeing everybody get stuck on the street, it's not worth it.
And now on top of all that snow, we got this rain coming down, freezing on the ground. I'll show you just how slick this is in the middle of the street here. Solid ice. That's tough on 2 feet, much tougher on 4 wheels. Especially when the lane in front of your 4 wheels completely disappears. Maybe you thought of taking the bus? Well, a whole string of Connecticut Transit buses got stuck on Dixwell Avenue, backing up traffic. But walking is no better because most of the sidewalks are still covered, which means people are walking in the streets. Although taking a bicycle didn't look like much fun either. Which brings us back to cars and Sylvester the house painter. I did my best to push him, but it turns out he was just the latest to get stuck on this same block.
Every time the cars start to come down, they get stuck either at the beginning of the corner or right here in the middle. Then they got to come get them out. But then after they get them out, another car try to come and they keep getting stuck. Since last night, this was probably like the 6th car.
So Willie there and a couple of friends, including Joe Dudess, the photographer, with me here in the mobile weather lab. We got him unstuck. Take a look at what's going on downtown New Haven right now. They are trying their best to remove some of those huge piles of snow using big pieces of construction equipment. That's good. Like to see that going, but you know, they're keeping certain streets blocked off because of that, which makes it very tough to get around downtown New Haven. So if you don't have to go out, I know, broken record, but don't go out unless you absolutely have to. We're live in the mobile weather lab in New Haven. I'm Ken Pierce. Back to you.